Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So today we're going to start on yet another chasing tool. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and forge another type of butcher tool. Now this butcher tool is going to be a convex butcher tool, and then the next one in this series will actually be a concaved butcher tool. And I'll do a video very specifically on chasing tools about convex, concave, and how you can interplay that on each individual tool. So we're going for this shape right here. I do have a piece heated up in the fire, and I'm going to get after that here in just a second. But I cut it off at approximately 2 inches or 50 mil long. It is 1/2 inch diameter or 12.5 mil diameter coil spring. So I do not know the exact thing of coil spring. I believe it's close or similar to a 5160. So that is what we are making these tools out of, and that's what all these will be made out of in the future. We are going to take and draw out that 2-inch piece to roughly a little over 3 inches long or 75 mil. And then again, you're going to want to look for this end to be sitting close to 3/8 or 9.5 mil. So let's pull this piece out and get to hitting on it. As in our other video, we just want this. We're going to pull this out and we just want to flatten it straight down. Put the mountain peak up, flatten it down, and try to square it just a little bit. Again, the reason for the squaring is so this way it doesn't roll around on you. We're going to turn it up approximately 90 degrees and finish that squaring up process. Again, 90 degrees. Remember to stop working it if it gets too cold. The ideal here is just to put in some flats. So there we go. We've got our flats in here. Just like so. So as you can see, that's about 2 inches long or 50 mil. So now we'll heat it back up and we will draw down our cutting end, what's going to actually become the butcher itself. We're going to draw this piece down first, and then like before, we'll flip it around and draw down the actual struck end. After you've got your initial taper, go ahead and refine everything. Make sure it's truly a square and you're not getting any rhombusing or diagonaling or turning it into a diamond. And make sure that it's nice and dressed and it's in the center of the piece. You want this to be a symmetrical taper, not an asymmetrical taper. Then we're going to remove some of the edges. Don't get too carried away with this. We're not trying to octagon it. We're just trying to soften the sharp edges a bit so it's more comfortable to hold in the hand. And there we go. So next, we'll flip it around here, get a different pair of tongs, and we'll draw out the reverse end. Okay, so there we go. We've got this all cleaned up. Now, I've got everything running true and centered on both papers. Now, if you notice, I didn't have to draw out the back end of this as far, and that's perfectly fine. You don't want to do that. And if you notice, I drew down the other end a lot further than 3/8 of an inch, or 9.5 mil. I'm actually looking, I've already got a 3/8 inch butcher, so I'm going for a 1/4 inch radius butcher instead. So that's what I've done in this video. So after this is all said and done, you've gotten all your facets planished up, everything looking nice. We want to take and throw this back in the fire, bring it up to a non-magnetic state, and then we just want it to cool somewhere off to the side. That will soften it enough that we will be able to file it in the next video. So this is the first step, just like the other video was. And in the second step, I will go over into the geometry of actually filing this thing all up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to check the second step. If it's already released, it'll be over here in the cards, and it'll also be linked up in the description at the end of this video. Like always, God bless you, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.